being even and squared away.
We're not even.
Suddenly we're the view.
That would make Reuben Joy Behar. You know how I'm always doing that thing? C-A-T. Cats.
I love the pussy.
The ladies call it the tickler.
Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Weekly.
I'm Matt Henry.
I'm Makenzie Butcher.
And I'm Jozef Richards, and it's showtime.
Yeah.
That is.
Wow.
That is what time.
Sure.
That's
okay.
time.
Wow.
Check the time, it's showtime, baby. That's what we say here on the show.
Now we do. Speaking of Showtime, though, I gotta say, last week's episode, towards the end there, I started to feel the camaraderie between Makenzie and I think, us being even and squared away is really the best thing for the show.
Matt,
You're not even.
We're not even. We're not on good.
Yeah. Oh, you guys forgot.
We printed out the rules. We wrote them out clearly.
Because I ate the shoe.
You
I ate
the shoe,
almost entire
and then
shoe.
we're on good terms. You didn't finish it.
You did not eat the shoe.
Not even.
Oh my God! What do I got to do? What do you want me to? You want me to buy you shoes and then we'll be squared away, or what?
Also, in addition, that would be nice.
That
you had
would
to
help.
consume a lot of shoes to live.
I am lacking in my shoe collection.
All right, what kind of shoes do you want? What size?
7.5.
Seven
I
and a
like
half?
boots.
Okay. Perfect. They're yours. And then we'll be even.
Suddenly you're the nice guy buying boots.
Well, if a woman needs shoes, I'm not going to say no. That's not a. That's
I
not.
feel
That's
like
not
you're
how I roll.
misrepresenting what I know you to be. But anyway, speaking of misrepresenting, we got a lot of hate mail this week.
So much.
A lot of hate mail.
So
the
much.
bloggers were just going,
They're typing it up all
just
the time.
spewing hate. But their big problem is that now that Mackenzie's on the show, suddenly we're the view. Suddenly we're the show The View.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it is a great
No,
show.
right.
And in the blogger's defense, too, when you did beeper message me the first day and asked me to help out on the show, you did define it with View-esque qualities. So.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
I would like to say we're similar to them.
I
Good
think
ladies.
so.
Good
I've
ladies.
tried to make no secret about it that we are trying to emulate The View on this show.
Exactly.
And if you look on SpadeHeartClub.com, what does it say up in the corner there? See the view. What do you think I meant by that? I meant see the view. Watch the show The View.
You watch The View and then you watch us later for all we care. But you gotta
prioritize The View.
Right, you gotta watch The View.
And if we're lucky, we'll be as good. Because Barbara Walters has just been the guiding force in my life in making this show.
Huge role
Quite
model
the
for
woman.
you. Yeah.
Quite the woman.
And if I could just be half the old lady that she is.
You got your work cut out for you. But if you're Barbara Walters, then I think that would make Reuben Joy Behar.
Definitely.
That's
Because
good.
they're like similarly ugly.
Do we have a picture of that?
and-
Let's pull up a comparison
Let's
of
show
that
that
really
real
quick.
quick.
Let's throw yeah.
Looks like a wow.
Yep.
Wow. I mean,
Totally.
right?
I can see it.
Yeah, gargoyle with sideburns. I said it
Yeah.
once. I'll say it a million times. I mean, it's
Otherwise,
crazy.
I mean, besides that, I don't know if I see a whole lot of similarities between us and The View.
Unfortunately, not. I mean,
Unfortunately not.
but we'll just go
You
straight to news of the week. Right? We'll just...
The United States Department of Agriculture is planning to greenlight the sale of chickens raised and slaughtered in China. U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer is one vocal critic of this idea, however, citing China's, quote, terrible record on health safety, as well as being a massive source of food poisoning here in America for years. Have we already forgotten the words of the Bare Naked Ladies, Schumer continued? Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. I don't want my brain to stop ticking while I'm watching the X-Files with no lights on. That's not what Chuck Schumer wants. Schumer went on to describe himself as the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral, lamenting the fact that it had been 1 week since anybody had looked at him.
Over the past few weeks, women have begun to also embrace the generally male practice of No Shave November by growing out all body hair. While No Shave November is practiced to raise awareness for testicular cancer, women have also gained a sense of liberation by joining in on the fun. As the beards and leg hairs continue to grow now that we've reached mid-month, women are beginning to see the dawning of not one, but 2 new holidays for females. No Shave November and No D December.
This week in dog news, a dog that lived in a dump until it was rescued claims to be the first canine to climb Mount Everest. Big deal. If I grew up in a dump, I'm sure I'd be prone to climbing large mountains too. Here's the problem with our society as a whole, though. The world is too easily impressed by mountain climbing dogs. So a dog climbed Mount Everest. Big deal. If a dog can do it, how rough can it be?
That's our news for the week, and now
it is.
Matt?
I guess Reuben has something he wants to do. He said he's got some idea for a segment and like interesting things with Reuben Glaser or something like that. Why don't we get Reuben on the show and see what he's got for us today. Reuben, come on, boy. There he is. There he is.
Thanks, fellas.
The one and only Reuben.
So, you know how I'm always doing that thing where I'm leaning forward and I project my arm and I'm holding a floppy disk?
Floppy
The
disk.
floppy
Yeah, the
disk.
floppy disk.
The floppy disk lean,
The
yeah.
floppy
Right.
disk lean, right.
Always.
Your thing.
Yeah, turns out old Reuben Glaser, special reporter of FNW, is on the cover.
Wow.
Looks just
Look
like
at that,
me.
Rubes.
Looks
That
just
is,
like
that
me.
is impressive.
Nice.
Always
Sure.
wondered when I'd make it. I never knew the floppy disk lean would do it.
Surprised
Yeah,
that you
I had a
did.
That's
feeling
me.
that was your thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's changed my life. You
Wow.
know?
Wow,
And
that is
you
great.
get the
How much else?
sideburns, the glasses. Because of this, there's going to be a huge surge of New Yorker viewers who will be watching
Okay.
Friday Night Weekly from now on. Since we got the front page, all those hot shots in New York are going to be watching this. So I
Sure.
thought, give the people what they want. Give the audience the thing they want. So what do you think this is? It's a floppy disk.
It's a floppy disk.
Thought I would do the floppy disk lean
Okay.
for
all
the
right, come on.
audience.
All right.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wouldn't say it's
So-
an interesting thing. You do that pretty often, but let's do it again.
Shut up. Okay, so put the tongue out and then can we show like a side by side like comparison? Like
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's
you know,
cool.
it's like a really like
Good.
it's really popular. So I don't
Great job.
usually have a tie when I do it.
Good.
Let's
Tie
get
looks
rid of
good.
that.
what?
Let's
All right, let's try it again.
okay. Let's. We don't
We're
have
seeing
much
this too
time
much.
because
Floppy
we're
disk
doing it a
lean.
lot.
Very popular.
Ruben, why
Next
don't
to
we-
a meme.
Matt, you have been talking to Makenzie and I a lot this week about hitting all the pillars of news. Now, we cover national news, we cover international news, we cover science and technology. What, in your opinion, are we missing out on?
Well, I think you know the answer to that. I got 3 words for you. C-A-T. Cats, okay? You gotta have the cats. You know, we talk about all this news, this media, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. What we need is the cats. So what I did is I brought out my kitty connoisseur, Erica, okay? She's a good friend of mine. She's gonna come out. She's gonna talk to us about cats a little bit, you know, get those internet
Alright.
views up a
All
little
right,
bit.
we'll
Good,
make this a
awesome.
quick one. All
Well,
right.
let's welcome her on. Let's welcome her on to the show.
Bring her.
All right. Erica.
Hi, Erica. Thanks for being with us today.
Cat lady.
It's good to have you on the
Cat
show.
lady, get in here.
Let's talk about your mugs. You've been having them on this show for all the episodes that you've had. You must be into
sure you
cats
like
a
those.
lot.
Yeah.
We are very into cats.
Yeah.
I love the
Cats.
pussy. Yeah, it's great. What cat? Let's talk about the breeds. What cat? Let's start here with Matt. What cat do you have on your mug right here?
Okay, well this that's an easy one for me. I call this one Matty Catty because he looks just like me.
Yep, sure does.
You know, because he's kind of got the little like piggy nose and he's kind of
It's the technical name
this is so
too,
cute,
isn't it? It's the
just
real
like
name.
me.
That's how I always thought that.
Yeah.
You're inadequate as a human. That's a Persian. What do we have here?
Oh, well, ours, mine, I believe mine, these are my cat's babies.
He's daddy catty, baby
Yeah.
cats.
Daddy Catty with the baby cats. That's cute.
Like, when we're not here, they're having fun, like Toy Story, basically.
Toy Story, Schmoy Story. They're not even related. And by the way, those are kittens. Little cats are kittens. Why do I not have one of these mugs?
These mugs are for the hosts because we only have
Mackenzie
3.
actually got the last one.
That was the
Usually
last one we
people that
have.
join on segments don't get their own mugs.
Right.
It's a host thing.
It's a
you know,
hosting
kind of
kind
a...
If you can't tell the difference between cat and kitten, where's my mug?
You can just
Do you
you
wanna
can
just
you
let
can
her
borrow mine. You
Okay.
can borrow mine.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just for a little while you can hold it.
This is my mug. This is mine now.
Okay, well, no, this is my mug, but let's. Can you stop? Okay, can we just get?
Eat shit!
All right, now as you guys know, we started the No Shave November, okay? And as you can see, I am clearly winning. Why don't you, if you need to, you can zoom in on it, but I don't think you will because you can clearly see it right there. So I'm clearly winning. So I thought what we would do is kind of get like a progress report on the old boys and see how we're holding up. Obviously, we could see, you know, Jozef's got the same stuff he always has because he didn't do it. But me, Ryan, and Reuben, you know, we've got some facial hair growing. So let's check up on it and see how it looks.
You haven't shaved?
No, that's why I got the mustache. That's what I said.
I thought that was dirt.
That's why I said maybe zoom in so you could see that it's not dirt because it's clearly like a bitchin' mustache. You know, 'cause it's coming in. You know, it's only halfway through the month, so let's see how the boys are doing. All right, we're here with the 3 contestants from the No Shave November challenge that I created. Now I'm here. I'm gonna ask the boys a couple questions about their facial hair. We'll start with Ryan. Ryan, what do you got going on here?
All right, well, I must say it's been a pretty exciting past 3 weeks or so for my facial hair growth.
Yeah.
You know, I got this little mustache right here. It's coming in nice. I measure it every day, make sure it's coming regularly.
Wow.
I got this little soul patch right on here. The ladies call it the tickler, so kind of got a little nickname going.
It's a sex thing. That's cute.
It's not a sex thing, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask Reuben some questions here really quick. But first, I want to cut to Jozef and Makenzie for a little mid-match commentary.
I don't really know what you guys want us to say. I mean, it's kind of like baby hairs over there. But it looks like, I mean, Jozef just shaved like 15 minutes ago, right? And he already has more hair growing than you guys.
We're going to strike that from the record, guys. Do not let them discourage
Not
you.
worth it.
So far, so good. Reuben, tell me about what you got going on your face.
First thing I gotta say about this fellow contestant, facial hair must be invisible because I can't see it.
Okay.
Anyway, my facial hair, I got a bit of a caterpillar going on here. It's like it's springtime. The caterpillars are coming out of the soil.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of steroids, so I feel like it's coming in very clear,
I'm not
very robust.
seeing a
I
lot.
feel very, Duck Dynasty with this situation.
I'm
so
not
I'm
seeing a
thinking
lot
I'm
on the
winning.
face.
I'm taking the top title.
Listen
there's
to me.
nothing there.
I'm not seeing a lot on the face, but what I am impressed by are these sideburns. For 3 weeks of no shaving, that is pretty impressive.
Well, you will note if you paid more attention to me that I chose not to cut these off at the beginning of November because they do not qualify as facial hair.
Okay, so you
So
didn't.
this is what
if you
we're
didn't
really
cut, no.
concentrating on.
If you didn't cut
These are
them, if
not
you didn't
facial-
cut them, you're
I-
done. You're eliminated.
You're out of here.
Reuben's done.
Did Google
Go
it.
on.
These don't
Get.
qualify.
All right,
well,
get.
better
What's
next,
the
better
Reuben's
luck
done.
next year for me, right? May the best man win.
We'll see the update on Ryan and I when we come back.
I didn't know there were
next
even
time.
eliminations
All right.
in this.
Well, that went better than I expected.
That was everything. All right, guys. Before we wrap up, I did want to pitch one idea to you since we're all a family now. I was thinking that. Well, you know, families celebrate traditions together, and what a better way to celebrate the holidays than have a Thanksgiving show with everybody, right, guys? My
You want to
favorite
have
guys,
Thanksgiving
kinda-
with all of us.
On the show?
I mean, you all.
Well,
We are family, right, Joseph?
I guess so.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I mean-
a really nice
I would
idea.
not consider
How-
it.
So
that's
at least
very-
I feel that way about
I mean,
you
that's
guys.
very-
I would hope that.
What do you? Okay.
this is-
Yeah.
But on the show, we're gonna bring a large turkey on here, a nice moist turkey, and some mashed potatoes and stuffing and sweet potatoes. And now I think I want to do it. Actually, I'm gonna change my tone on that one. I think I'm in. That sounds pretty good. Do some
Great.
Thanksgiving.
Well, then I guess we'll have Thanksgiving. You know.
Really quick before we wrap up the show though. These wigs were kind of expensive. I was wondering maybe if I could toss this baby on. Think so? Put this
Okay, we
This-
barely have any time.
little wig. Oh, we have time then. Girl, you know I'm Whoopi Goldberg.